Hey everyone, Halex here, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got some Pokemon commentary for you. I was doing some live battles on stream last night. I figured, well, by the time this video goes up it might be an extra day or two, but I figured why not put some of the battles I was doing up on the channel. So for this battle I actually led with my Skarmory and I opened Stealth Rock because even if Charizard hit me with the Fire Blast, I had Sturdy so I was guaranteed to live it. But I was very confused because he opened up with Inferno, and I don't usually see that in Charizard, so this guy had a lot of sets I was very confused by. You're gonna see what I mean. But a lot of his Pokemon, I'm not sure I knew what he was running. So I swap in with the Lycanroc, and I'm figured, you know what? I've got the Focus Sash. Let's go with Sword Stance, try and get a sweep up here. So he actually switches out, giving me a free Sword Stance boost. This is actually going to be really helpful because Lycanroc's going to actually tear right through his team. So I go for the priority Excel Rock because I'm pretty sure Inteleon would outspeed me otherwise. And it's just going to be a straight one-shot. After a Sword Stance boost, Excel Rock is just going to tear right through most Pokemon if it's not resisted. So this one I was actually pretty concerned about because I was not sure if a Fire Fang could take it out. But I was actually pleasantly surprised because, as it turns out, a Tough Claws boosted Fire Fang is actually just enough to take it out after Stealth Rock. I might not even need the Stealth Rock, come to think of it, but I'm sure it definitely helped out. Alright, so then he comes in with the Zeraora. And honestly, a lot of the battles I ran into last night were stacked legendary teams. So this was actually pretty par for the course, but he's going to actually go ahead and Dynamax the Zeraora. So that's going to be his Dynamax through the battle. So I go ahead, I try and use Excel Rock to take it out. It actually takes it like a champ and goes in with the Max Knuckle. And I'm pretty sure that would have taken me down to 1 HP if he was max attack, fully invested. So I'm fairly certain that this isn't EV trained. So I'm just debating on what I should go for here. So I decided to go for another Excel Rock, even though I know it's not going to kill. I just want to get that extra bit of damage in. Alright, so Lycanroc is going to go down, unfortunately, but it did its work. And that Zeraora is about to die. Bum. It's gonna die. So I'm debating on what I should send in here, so I decided to send in the Gengar. Because at this point I'm convinced, because I'm not sure that it's fully EV trained, so I'm like, maybe the Gengar will outspeed. So I go ahead and send in the Gengar, and it actually does outspeed me, so I was a little bit surprised there. Hashtag crit mattered. So I'm going to go ahead and swap back out. I'm going to go ahead and send in the Volcarona, I'm pretty sure here. I'm actually doing audio over the recording. So yeah, I sent in the Volcarona, and that's going to be the end of his Dynamax, which is going to be pretty helpful. So I go ahead and oh my god. Why do I say that twice? But I'm banking on living with a Quiver Dance here, and oh my god, what was that screen tear? And I'm gonna go ahead and go for a Fiery Dance now that I've got the boost, and we're just gonna tear right through. So that's gonna be the Zeraora now. I don't remember what he sends in next, so we're gonna see in just a sec. Alright, so he sends his Charizard back in. He's gonna lose a lot of health from the Stealth Rocks we set. And that completed Screen Tour, but long story short, I used Psychic after he had taken Stealth Rock damage. Alright, so Hoenn Champion's actually going to come in. It's going to be a Mew, so we're going to go right for the Bug Buzz, and it's just going to drop it. Alright, and I am pretty sure he has just one Pokemon left. It's the second stage for Cinderace. Now, I was fairly certain that this was an Eviolite set, because I've actually seen them before. But I didn't actually get to see what he was running, because Volcarona, I got the Quiver Dance up. If you know anything about Volcarona is, you get that Quiver Dance up, you can just go ahead and go to town. Alright, so that's actually going to be our boot down. And that is going to be our first victory of the day. And thank you, Alien, for sticking that out. I was fairly certain after the Zera Aura went down that you were DC'd. But you actually stuck it in, and I appreciate that. Alright, so we're going to go right into the next battle here with Tass. And right away, we're just going to wait for this black screen to end. Alright, so here we go. So he's going to lead with his Cinderace, and we are going to lead with our Skarmory again, just because I was fairly certain that I could take an attack and get the Stealth Rock up. So we're going to go ahead and lead with that. Alright, so he's going to go for his Pyro Ball, and this is actually going to do quite a bit. But I also did a lot less than I was expecting, but he did get that lucky burn. So we're going to get our Stealth Rocks up, and I'm pretty sure his team didn't have a spinner, so it should have been fine. Alright, so we're going to take some burn damage there. Alright, so now we're going to try and go for a, what did I go for here? We're just going to try and go for a Scummy Roost, see if he switches out, but no, he is not. He's actually going to finish off the Skarmory. But it's fine, Skarmory did its job, so rest in peace, Skarm. Alright, so now we're actually going to send in the Lycanroc, try and get a quick sweep in and force him out. Alright, so once again, we're going to open with the Sword Stance. And if I think I remember right, I'm pretty sure he swaps out here. But I could be wrong. Okay, no, he actually stays in, so we get our Sword Stance up. He goes for what? Pyro Ball? This is actually going to hit like a truck, but we are able to take it. The only real issue with Lycanroc really is he doesn't have a whole lot of bulk. Alright, so now we're going to go for our priority Excel Rock. Even if he swaps out here, I can't remember. Okay, he does swap out here. I knew there was a swap somewhere. Alright, so he sends in the Galar Champion. This is going to take the Stealth Rock damage and the Excel Rock. So it's going to take a pretty good chunk of damage. And then we're going to hit with the Fire Fang to finish it off. That's one of the issues with online random battles is most of the people on there is just rolling for legendaries in their team, and it's kind of annoying. Not to say that battling legendaries is bad, but it gets really kind of samey after a while, and it's just not fun. Alright, so he sends in the Blastoise, so we go ahead and go for a Stone Edge here, because I know I'm going to have speed, but it straight up misses, and he gets a lucky Aqua Tail in on us. So that is going to go down for the Lycanroc, but he put in some work this match. Alright, so now we are going to send in our good friend Gengar. Now, I actually run Thunderbolt on my Gengar for the very reason of running into water types. So, I'm just going to go ahead and Thunderbolt him. I was kind of expecting the Blastoise to switch out, but he doesn't actually do it. Alright, so that's going to be Blastoise down thanks to our Gengar, which is choice specs, so there was pretty much no way Blastoise was going to live that. Alright, so now he's going to send in the Lucario. Alright, so that's going to take some Stealth Rock damage. And here, I'm kind of debating on what I should do. Should I switch out or should I stay in? I know that sending in Snorlax is going to be kind of pointless because he's just going to kill it. I was debating on whether I should send in my Haxorus or Volcarona, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to have it take damage or get a clean switch in, so I was just sort of debating on what to do here. I eventually decided to send in the Haxorus. So Haxorus is going to come out, and I love this shiny, by the way. Also, I apologize for the video quality. This was taken from my stream and my bitrate was not agreeing with me. Alright, so he's going to use the Earthquake, and I figure, you know what? Since we're pulling a Gen 1, I'm going to Earthquake this month. Alright, so we actually decided to pull the Earthquake out ourselves, and that's going to be it for Lucario. He's going to take that and go right to sleep. Alright, so that's Lucario down. I can't remember what he sends in next, so we're actually going to discover that together. Alright. Come on. I've got this sped up a little bit, but it still takes quite a bit of time. Alright, so he's going to send in Zamazenta now. And at this point, I am pretty sure the Haxorus is going to go down. Yeah, so I'm going to try and use an Earthquake, get some damage in. I'm pretty sure he uses Behemoth Black. Oh my god, what the hell is English? Behemoth Bash to actually take out the Haxorus. So Haxorus is going to go down. Also, I love the animation on this. Alright, so that is going to be Haxorus down. It's alright, he did some work. He took out the Lucario. So now we're going to go ahead and send in the Volcarona, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're sending in the Volcarona and going for another setup. Alright, so we're going to go for a Quiver Dance, and once again, we're banking on living the one hit, so this is going to be epic. Also, his team doesn't really have anything to take out Volcarona at this point. Alright, so that's going to be our boost. That already confirms that we outspeed it normally anyway. Alright, so he's going to go for his Behemoth Bash, and Volcarona actually takes this like a champ. Didn't even go into Yellow, which I was very surprised about. So now we are just going to go right in for a Fiery Dance and try and get that scummy boost. It, of course, takes out the Zamazenta in one hit. But unfortunately, we did not get the boost, which was a little bit sad, but what can you do sometimes? So he's going to go ahead and send in Charizard. Just like last match, Charizard's going to lose half of its HP. Now we're going to go ahead and go for a Psychic again. Just take that out. Also, I'm not sure why people don't just run heavy duty boots on Charizard. That's what I do. It gets rid of that weakness altogether. Especially if you're just running G-Max Charizard, because then you don't really need the boost in the attack power if you're doing something like that. Alright, so he's going to send the Cinderace back out. I'm pretty sure this is his last Pokemon. So we're just going to go ahead and go for Psychic again and finish it off. Thank you both to Alien and Taz for sticking out these battles. I was fairly certain after Zeraora and Zamazenta that they would have just quit, but they actually stuck in, and I was really glad about that. So he's actually going to use his G-Max here. And if I remember right, I'm pretty sure he actually takes out the Volcarona. Yeah, he actually takes it out. He actually gets a bit of a comeback here. So he uses Max Airstream, and that just annihilates Volcarona. Sorry, I was doing a little bit of a stretch. Alright, so now what did I say? So I decided, I'm pretty sure I go with the Gengar, or was it this one? Yeah, go ahead and go with the Gengar. Alright, so I'm debating on which move to go for here, so I just go for a Shadow Ball, hoping to take it out in one hit. He goes for G-Max Fireball. And that actually annihilates the Gengar. So this leaves me down to the Snorlax, and if you don't know about my Snorlax, I actually posted another video of it before this in the Battle Tower. This is my Curse Snorlax. It is max special defense, max HP, and this thing is bulk incarnate once you start getting some curses up. So we just go ahead and immediately open with the curse. So he's going to go for G-Max Fireball. This is the last turn of his Gigantamax, so that just completely completely annihilates HP, but I do get my buff in. Alright, so that's going to lower my speed and it's going to raise my defense and attack. Alright, and we're also going to get some scummy leftovers recovery. Gotta get that healed. Alright, so the Cinderace is actually going to go back to normal here. And it is now it basically can't touch me anymore, so I go for a rest. So it uses a Pyro Ball, and this does absolutely nothing in comparison with the G-Max version was doing. So I get my rest in, I go back up to full. I swear, this Snorlax has bailed me out of so many bad situations, it's not even funny. Alright, so he's going to go for another Pyro Ball here, but as we just established, it's not going to do anything. That is the beauty of thick, fat Snorlax. It takes half damage on the fire attacks. Alright, so he's going to use a secondary curse, getting a second buff up. That was our turn 1 of Sleep Talk, I think. Well, maybe it was turn 2. I can't really remember. I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to talk. Alright, so now... Okay, yeah, that was definitely turn 1. This is turn 2. So he's going to go ahead and use Overheat, which left me very confused. Because that's, what, 3 fire attacks and 1 fighting attack. Wait, no. There's 2 fire attacks, fighting and a flying attack, which left me very confused about what its moveset was. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get the extra curse up, and at this point, Cinderace has nothing it has nothing on Snorlax now. Pretty sure I go right for a body slam here, actually. And that is actually going to be the end of Cinderace. And, you know, that was a really close battle. He actually almost took the victory there, coming back from defeat. That was actually really epic. And like I said, I expected him to quit after the Zamazenta went down, but he actually stayed in, which I really appreciate. Anyway, this was the 2 battles that I wanted to show you. And thank you all for watching.